Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really brilliant budget-saving seating hack for your next big event, specifically if you're planning something in the Phoenix and East Valley area. Whether you're putting together a backyard wedding, a huge graduation party, or just a local community get-together, seating is one of those non-negotiable things that can totally sneak up and bite your budget, sometimes before you've even picked out the cake. But today, we're looking at a strategy drawn directly from local experts that completely flips the script on event rentals.
So let's just get right to it and ask the big question every budget-conscious party planner eventually has to face. Is delivery eating your event budget? You know how it is, we get so wrapped up in the fun stuff, picking out decorations, booking the caterer, doing the invites, that we just sort of automatically check the box for full-service delivery on our rentals. But as you'll see in a minute, that seemingly innocent little checkmark might actually be the single biggest leak in your entire budget. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover hidden event costs, the reallocation pivot to upgrade your party, the self-pickup solution, the exceptions on when to use delivery, and finally, how to secure your seating.
Section 1. The hidden event costs, or, as I like to call it, the price of convenience.
It's actually wild how fast these convenience fees can sneak up and just totally derail your budget. When you hit that full-service delivery button, you aren't just paying a simple flat fee. Look at this cascade of extra charges piling up. You've got your standard delivery charges, sure, but then fuel surcharges, which are always fluctuating. You've got setup fees if they unfold the chairs, and if your party goes late into the evening, boom, late night pickup costs. Plus, maybe the most annoying one, minimum delivery requirements. These hidden fees basically act like a giant vacuum, sucking up funds you could be using to make your party so much better.
Moving right along to Section 2, the reallocation pivot, upgrading your party.
This is where things get really fun. Once you realize how much cash is tied up just getting chairs to you, you start looking at that money totally differently. We call this the reallocation pivot, and the contrast is just brilliant. Instead of watching your hard-earned money literally drive away in a delivery truck, what if you reallocated those exact funds? You could rent a bounce house or a water slide to wear the kids out so the adults can actually talk. You could rent extra tables, spring for way better catering, or honestly, just invite more friends over. Which brings us to my absolute favorite number, 0. This is the big secret, guys, and exactly what we strongly encourage you to take advantage of. If you really want to save money, rent your chairs from A Perfect Party Rental. Why? Because they allow warehouse pickup and drop-off at absolutely 0 extra charge. No delivery fees, 0 fuel surcharges, no minimum requirements just to get your hands on the chairs. By choosing to pick them up yourself, you won't be charged a dime for delivery, eliminating a massive chunk of your invoice. It is hands down the absolute smartest way to protect your event budget.
All right, Section 3, the self-pickup solution, and why folding chairs win. Now you might be thinking, okay, saving money sounds great, but is this actually doable for me? The answer is a resounding yes. The process is ridiculously simple. Step 1, you just drive to A Perfect Party Rental's really convenient location over in Gilbert. Step 2, you load the items right into your car. Step 3, drive to your house or venue and unload them. That's the whole shebang. Plus, you are in total control of the timeline. No more pacing the driveway during some massive 4-hour delivery window, just praying the truck shows up before your guests do.
So why is this so incredibly easy to pull off? Well, A Perfect Party Rental points out that their plastic folding chairs are their #1 rented item across the board, and it makes total sense. They are exceptionally lightweight, clean, and ridiculously easy to handle. We're not talking about hauling around heavy oak pews here. These are specifically designed to nest and stack perfectly. They're comfortable for guests, professionally maintained so they look great at a wedding, and they just make the self-pickup process an absolute breeze. I really want to bust the myth that you need some massive commercial box truck for this. Just look at this breakdown. These compact chairs will easily fit into the SUV, pickup truck, or cargo van you probably already have parked in your driveway right now. Got a utility trailer? Perfect. Honestly, even if you just have a large sedan, you can easily fit enough chairs for a smaller dinner party or a baby shower. The barrier to entry for saving this money is just incredibly low.
Section 4, when to choose delivery. Because yes, there are exceptions to the rule.
To keep things completely fair, we got to talk about when paying for full-service delivery is actually the right move, right? Because self-pickup isn't a magical one-size-fits-all thing. If you're organizing a huge corporate conference, a setup-heavy venue, or maybe a multi-day wedding with hundreds of guests, yeah, paying for delivery from A Perfect Party Rental is absolutely the smart choice. When you're dealing with hundreds of chairs, the sheer volume obviously exceeds what your SUV can handle.
In those cases, the convenience fees are totally justified by the heavy lifting. The great thing is they offer both options, so you can scale it to whatever your event needs.
And finally, Section 5, Reserving Your Seating. Let's talk about securing your date in the East Valley.
Let's get down to logistics. Whether you're in Mesa, Chandler, Scottsdale, Queen Creek, Tempe, or anywhere around the wider Phoenix Valley, this pickup strategy is an absolute game changer for your local HOA functions, church events, or grad parties. Because a Perfect Party Rentals warehouse is centrally located right in Gilbert, you're really never too far away to just pop over, load up the car, and use that free pickup option. Again, we highly encourage taking advantage of this. Renting from them and picking it up yourself means zero delivery fees. But I do have a critical warning for you straight from the source. Because these lightweight chairs are so incredibly popular, and because that $0 pickup option is such a massive steal, you absolutely must reserve early. A Perfect Party Rental specifically points out that those prime spring and fall dates, when the Arizona weather is finally gorgeous and everyone is throwing a party, book up so fast. Seriously, don't wait until the week before your gathering or you might totally miss out. All right, so you know how to dodge those hidden fees, you know how ridiculously easy it is to pick up the chairs yourself, and you know you need to lock in your reservation early. I'm going to leave you with one final thought as you plan your next gathering. What amazing party upgrades are you going to add with all of those delivery savings? Will it be a giant water slide for the kids, an extra hour of high-end catering, or just the absolute peace of mind knowing you stayed under budget? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy planning!